Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus time travelers. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. This is your prediction for February 2026. It is a collective general reading. You know the drill. As the messages come through today, just take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it just means that it's meant for someone else. And be sure to check out your other placements, okay? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. If you don't know what they are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said, now let's begin. Okay, tapping into the Sagittarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Sagittarius need to know for February 2026? What do they not see coming? What do they need to prepare for the Sagittarius collective? Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. In the heart of your spread, my dear, we have the Devil. In the top row, you have the Four of Swords. You have the Ten of Swords. Don't panic, we're going to clarify. And you have the King of Cups. Flanking the Devil is the Celestial Weaver and Judgment. In the bottom row, we have the Sun, we have the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Two of Pentacles. And sneak peek now into March. Can't believe I'm saying that, but March. We have the Five of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Four of Wands. Beautiful energy here for March. The Five of Swords, the Tower, and the Ace of Cups. You have something or someone new coming in March, and it's you don't see it coming. It's like in the I was almost going to cough. Excuse me. In the shadow of something here. You have something here closing out, and you have something new opening up that you don't see coming. So let's see where we go with this message. I'm going to clarify using the After Tarot deck. If you're new to this reading or you're not familiar with this deck, the images are different, and therefore the messages are slightly different as well. Let's clarify this here for the Sagittarius collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements for February 2026. We are clarifying Four of Swords, Ten of Swords, King of Cups, the Celestial Weaver, the Devil, Judgment, the Sun, Six of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles for the Sagittarius collective here. Let's get one more shuffle. Thank you. The Four of Swords is clarified by the Tower. The Ten of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. The King of Cups is clarified by the Two of Pentacles. The Celestial Weaver is clarified by Justice. Well, isn't that a gorgeous energy for you, my love? The Devil is clarified by the King of Cups. Whoa. Judgment is clarified by Ace of Swords. The Sun is clarified by the Devil. The Six of Pentacles is clarified by the King of Swords. And the Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Emperor. Jesus. March. Seven of Wands. Three of Pentacles. Two of Cups. This is new. Queen of Pentacles. Page of Cups. New. Ace of Pentacles in both decks. And Wheel of Fortune. You have a situation, environment, or connection here closing out in your life. Either it's been closing out for a long time, or you're still dealing with the aftermath of it, or you've been planning it, but it's like February is the month you're going to implement it. And then you have something new in the midst of this chaos or this change in your life. You have something or someone new coming onto your path. I don't think you see this coming. The Tower here you do see coming, and it's because you're initiating it. Your overall energy here for the month of February is the King of Cups to the Devil. In the After Tarot deck, the King of Cups is dumping out a cup. There's a situation, environment, or connection here in your life, and your overwhelming overall or overwhelming feeling for the month of February is, I no longer want to be connected to whomever or whatever this is. I'm not accepting this level of toxicity in my life. I don't want to be at this job, or I don't want to be doing this way. And look, this could even be a habit. Like, I don't want to smoke anymore. Or I want to start eating better. I want to cut out sweets. So it doesn't always have to be a situation, environment, or connection. It could be like a habit or pattern within yourself that you're just recognizing. It's just not something I want to do anymore. Or I want to take better care of myself. You know, maybe I don't want to be doom scrolling. Devil sometimes could be doom scrolling. Whatever it is, you are rejecting it in the month of February. So whatever it is, you're like, no, I don't want to do that anymore, or engage with it anymore, or be affiliated with it anymore. And top row, we have the Tower to the Four of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles to the Ten of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles to the King of Cups, which was your energy here. So the Four of Swords to the Tower. This is the feeling of, I feel like I have healed enough and I am strong enough to move on from whomever, whatever this is. So again, let's say this is a habit and I don't have anything against smokers. Most of you know I'm a smoker, but this could be, and I'm not saying smoking is good for you, but this could be like, I just don't want to ingest this anymore. And I feel like I'm strong enough that I can overcome this addiction. I feel like this would be very healing for me to do this. And this is you like literally waking up one day and saying, I'm not going to eat that anymore. Or I'm not going to drink that anymore. Or I'm not going to doom scroll anymore. For others of you, if this is an actual person in your life, whether it's a boss or a friend or a family member or a lover that you deem to be toxic to you, your feeling here is, I am strong enough. I have thought about this long enough. I'm ready to act on it. I'm ready to find another job, find another living situation, detach from this person, walk away, end this relationship. Nine of Pentacles to the Ten of Swords. You are very grounded in this decision. Like, I'm closing this out. And that's why I don't feel like this is something being done to you. Now, I'm not saying that this person hasn't done anything to you that brought you to this decision, but your feeling is, I'm better off on my own. I'm strong, I'm independent. And I also feel like this is pre-Empress energy, which we have you here towards the end in Emperor energy. So I almost feel like this is because I love myself so much, is the energy I'm getting here. Because I love myself so much, I'm going to walk away from this, again, toxic pattern or trait or situation, environment, or connection. And there we have you again. Here's the King of Cups to the Two of Pentacles. In the After Tarot deck, there is nothing to decide or consider. You're turning your back on it. So the decision has been made and you're deciding to move in a new direction. So again, I'm quitting this habit, or I'm quitting this pattern, right? Could be a pattern within yourself you're recognizing. You're like, I just don't want to show up that way in the world. Or like I said, situation, environment, or connection. You're like, I'm turning my back on it. Celestial Weaver to Justice. Your deck is the only deck I use that has the Celestial Weaver card, also has the Phoenix card as well. This is your feeling that my life would be better off if I rebrand it, or if I do it differently, or I structure it differently. It's almost like you have decided, I need to create a new chapter here in my life, or I want to begin a new chapter in my life, and I don't want to bring along this toxic pattern, trait, person. It's the just, fair, right thing for me to do for myself and for my future. And flanking the other side of that Devil to the King of Cups is Judgment to the Ace of Swords. So you're not doing this from like because you're erratic, or you're not thinking clearly, or your emotions are, you know, taking control. No, this is my truth. This is my clarity. In order to be authentic to me, I need to disengage from whomever or whatever this is. And it's a judgment call here that you're making. You then have the Sun to the Devil. In the After Tarot deck, where typically in the Devil card, we see, and not in your deck, but in your deck, we actually see the individual confronting the devil, okay? But in other decks, we typically see two people chained to the podium that the devil presides over. But in the After Tarot deck, the individuals are freed. So again, your feeling here is, I feel a lot better just knowing that I'm going to do this. And for some of you where you are severing the connection or whatever, changing the habit, whatever this is, in the month of February, by the end of February, you're feeling better because you've done this. So again, whether that's a habit to you, a pattern, situation, environment, or connection, by the time you get closer to the end of February, you feel relieved. Your body feels better, you feel lighter, you feel happier, you feel more grounded, you feel more healed because you've disengaged from whomever or whatever this is. And Six of Pentacles to the King of Swords, you're being very conscientious now about the things that you consume. Like if this was a consumption habit, you're very thinking very logically. It's almost like if this were a diet here that you're implementing, you're really like counting the calories and counting the protein and the carbs. You know, if this is an exercise regimen, you're making sure to create the time for it in that Six of Pentacles. It's like, okay, 3 days a week I'm going to do this, or 2 days a week I'm going to go for a walk. And if this is you moving towards another situation, environment, or connection, or just other responsibilities in life, you're seeing very clearly that you can only contribute so much time to something else, or to just all the responsibilities in your life. It's like I'm still processing this ending, even though I'm feeling better. So it's like you're careful here to not overdo it. So let's say this is a dietary thing that you're doing, and you're changing it up because you feel like it's the right thing to do. And in the next chapter of your life here, you want to feel better about yourself. And let's say you're giving up sweets. That's just an example. You're very careful here, even towards the end of the month, that if you do indulge every now and then, right, and you do want to have a dessert or you do want to have a cookie, you're, again, with that Six of Pentacles, it's like you're doing it in very little. Again, it's an equal measure, an equal balance. If you're sticking to an exercise regimen, again, it's like 3 days on, 2 days off type of thing. It's a very balanced approach. If you're moving away from a particular person because you're deciding to sever a tie with this person, you're feeling relieved by the end of the month that you did this, but you're still healing from the separation. And so you're like, everything here is in moderation. Like in that Six of Pentacles, the merchant is seen given 3 pentacles to one responsibility or person, 2 pentacles to another responsibility or person, but they're reserving a pentacle for themselves. And this is what I mean by, like, you're conscientious here that you're still processing this ending, particularly if it is the severance of a connection, which you are initiating. And again, it could be because this person did something in the past. I don't know. I'm not blaming you for severing the connection. I just see you controlling the severance. But there's something here of like, but I still need to reserve some pentacle resources for me. At the end of the day, I still need time to wind down and relax. And then we have the Two of Pentacles to the Emperor. You're now moving in another direction, because in this Two of Pentacles, you've turned your back on whomever or whatever this is. And now it's like you're taking the lead. You're taking charge now to move in another direction. And what you don't see coming, sorry, I think my hair is still wet from the shower and I'm shedding. I'm sorry about that. I think what you don't see coming is in that Five of Cups, it's like by the time you get to March, it's like you're missing sweets, or you're kind of missing the cigarette, or you're missing the old routine. And you could be missing the person here that you severed the connection with. But when you don't realize it, you have a new opportunity here. And you're at first reluctant in that Seven of Wands, because it's almost like, whoa, wait, I wasn't expecting that, right? I just quit this job. I wasn't expecting a new job proposal so soon. Or I just started putting out my applications. I'm already receiving job offers. I just broke up with this person. I was not expecting to meet a new person here. But you do have a connection here. And this is someone here who wants to collaborate with you and work with you. Or possibly, like if this is job related, they're offering you a job offer. Queen of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles in both decks here. And with that Jupiter energy there of the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like you're moving forward. Oh yeah, Six of Swords is right behind that. So you're moving forward with the new opportunity, or the new exercise program, or the new dietary regimen, like whatever this is. And yes, for some of you, you're severing a romantic connection here. Maybe even going through a divorce here with the Justice card, or you're deciding to initiate a divorce. But there's someone new here that you don't see coming. Five of Swords in the middle of this tower that you have triggered in some way. Ace of Cups, there's that new love offer. And that Eight of Pentacles, it's like when you weren't looking, like you're looking down, focused on this, and suddenly there's someone new here. So I would be mindful of that. And if this is work related, you have 2 job offers in March that you don't see coming. I want to clarify a few things for you. I want to clarify the Tower, even though I feel like that is you initiating the Tower. Tell me why that Four of Swords is there. It's almost like I've thought about this long enough, or I feel healed enough, I feel strong enough, I meditated on this enough. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Four of Swords is clarified by the Four of Cups. I meditated on this long enough. The Eight of Swords, I've thought about this long enough. And the Phoenix, yeah, I want to do things differently. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles to Nine of Pentacles. So it's your decision here in the month of February that you want to become single, free, independent, or autonomous of whomever or whatever this is. Clarify that Tower. Clarify that Tower, please. So you're bringing this Tower down, or you're calling it over, or like I said, you're giving notice to work, or you're asking for the divorce. One more shuffle. Thank you. Or maybe you broke up with this person already and they're coming back around in February and you're like, nope, not doing that again. Queen of Wands, Nine of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. Now, in the interest of my long-term happiness, success, in order to move my life forward, I'm not doing this again. I'm not repeating this pattern again. This is a very strong energy here. So whatever's closing out here, again, I'm not saying that they didn't do anything to initiate it, but you're triggering it. this is happening in your time. What is that devil energy here? Something here that you're, something or someone you're walking away from. Clarify the devil card here, please. And then we're going to definitely clarify those new opportunities. One more shuffle. Thank you. The devil card is, oh wow, look at that. The Two of Wands is in the reverse, so you've made your decision. Where usually the Two of Wands in the upright is you have a decision. You can leave something in the past behind and move forward. It's typically the meaning. You're at a Y point, at a crossroads. Do I go left? Do I go right? Do I stay where I'm at? No, your decision here is made. Queen of Swords. So you're choosing to cut something or someone here out of your life. King of Wands. And this, again, I'm not saying this person didn't do anything, but you're deciding to do this. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles. After a long period of time of contemplation, meditation, you're slamming the door shut here. What's interesting is we don't have the World card. And that doesn't mean that you're not definitively closing the door, but you're triggering the Tower. You're closing whatever this is, but I don't feel like it's fully closed. So maybe you are King of Swords sometimes, and divorce reading could be the attorney, King and Queen of Swords. So it's possible we have Queen of Swords here, King of Swords here. You're inquiring with an attorney to get a divorce. Doesn't mean the divorce is final in 1 month, but you're choosing to move forward with it. If this is a job, you made the decision to quit it, but you're going to look for another job before you officially walk away. If this is anything in terms of your personal regimen, like dietary or exercise or something like this, you could be getting help from someone or doing this with a friend, like we're going to exercise together or go for walks together. There certainly could be something like that. Or you're speaking to a sibling or a family member, you're letting them know that you're leaving this person. Or you could be talking to your person that you're leaving your job. I feel like there's someone else here that you're talking to about this. So you're talking to a friend, a family member, or a lover that you are triggering an ending here in your life, becoming free, single, and independent, and changing something up. You're rejecting something here in your life, and I feel like you're telling someone else that you're doing this. Clarify the Sun card here. Clarify the Sun card here, please. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Okay. That was a lot of cards. I'm not going to take the ones that are face down. I'm just going to look at the ones that came up face up. There's a lot of them. We have the Three of Wands, moving forward. 10 of Cups, towards your happiness. Justice, because again, you feel like it's the right thing to do. Knight of Cups and Page of Wands. You are in search now of your 9th cup or of the 10 of Cups. That's why you're feeling so good. So look, if this is anything to do with dietary or exercise change, you're seeing progress made, you're seeing results, and you're liking it, and therefore you're going to continue to move forward in doing this. If you are deciding to leave behind the job, you're already starting to receive some job offers. I don't think you're accepting them, but it's making you feel really good that you made the right decision just because you're receiving other opportunities. If you're deciding to move on from like a friend, family member, or lover, I still feel that you are talking to someone else about it and they're supporting you in this. And that's a sense of comfort for you as well. Clarify that Devil card here now. Because you're becoming free of whomever, whatever this is. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Devil is clarified by the Six of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. Oh yeah, bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune. So you are disengaging from a habit, pattern, situation, environment, or connection that after some heavy contemplation, you're deciding to move on from it. And that Page of Swords tells me you are telling someone else that you're doing this. Wheel of Fortune, Six of Swords, again with that Eight of Swords and the Eight of Swords card in the After Tarot deck, you're free. So possibly in March or April is when you're fully moving on. Perhaps then we'll actually see the World card. But this is internal to you. You're done with whomever or whatever this is. All right, let's get some oracle cards. And then, oh, I was going to clarify that for you too. Thank you for reminding me. Let's clarify that for you as well. Because I really want to look at these other opportunities. You have the Ace of Pentacles here, and then we had the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So let's shuffle these and look at these new opportunities. It's possible for some of you, you are deciding to leave the community you live in And in March, you have one or two relocation opportunities present themselves to you, like 2 different apartments or condos or homes or something like that are presented to you. And even though you're a bit sad to leave behind the current place where you live, you're also very excited to learn more about the new. You might be sad that you're leaving this job, but you're really excited with these new job opportunities coming in. For some of you, you're leaving someone like a lover or a spouse, and you don't realize that within 4 to 6 weeks, you're going to meet someone new. Tell me more about the new opportunities for Sagittarius in March. Okay, we have the moon. Don't see this coming. Moon, Page of Swords, King of Wands. You do not see that coming. Again, it's in the midst of this chaos and conflict of the 5 of Swords. We have the Fool. We have a new beginning here. And a new decision in the 2 of Swords on whether or not you want to accept that opportunity or those opportunities. Let's clarify this a little bit more for you. Clarify that 7 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Cups. It's almost like while you're dealing with this shows up. I do see you here in the After Tarot deck moving forward with at least one of the opportunities. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, and a Knight of Wands. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something here, something you've been holding on to, or someone you've been holding on to, like I said, is cycling out or changing, but you're deciding to move forward with this new opportunity. 7 of Pentacles and the Fool. You're deciding to invest in the new path, the new exercise regimen. Like I said, the new dietary program. You're liking the results by the end of the month, and you're just going to double down on it. Give me one card on that Knight of Wands. This could be a new work opportunity here for you, and you're deciding to move forward with this one job. One card on the Knight of Wands. One more shuffle. Thank you. Yeah, and the Knight of Swords. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Swords. This is almost like, in the middle of all this happening, like I'm making a decision, I'm relocating, I'm cutting off this friend, I'm going to stop talking to this family member, you know what I mean? I'm leaving this person, I'm inquiring on a divorce, or I'm filing for divorce, or whatever, I'm leaving this job. It's like in March, you're still dealing with that ending, whether you're still healing from it, or you're still adjusting to the changes, or you're still processing the ending. I don't think you see this person or these opportunities headed your way. For most of you, you're going to have 2 opportunities in March, and most of you are going to move forward with one of them. But notice in the 4 of Pentacles, typically the 4 of Pentacles, we're holding on. But in the After Tarot deck, we have the scorpionic energy here of the Grim Reaper. Thank you. Thank you. We have the Grim Reaper here. So again, it's like you're still processing this ending or holding on to feelings, or you're still going through the divorce. And then here comes someone new that you did not see coming. So I would claim this, these opportunities, or this person, or these people, however you need them to be in respect to whatever it is that you're leaving behind, or you're changing your diet and this is you deciding to join a gym. I mean, that's what this could be like. But this is helping you to replace this or to move on from this. And that I don't think you see coming whatsoever. Let's get some oracle cards here for you, and we'll close it out with kippers. That's exactly what you're doing. So in the top row, you're releasing something, a job, a situation, a pattern, a person. In the second row, you have conscious consumer. You're going to be more, like I was saying, more careful about what you consume, whether that's in terms of news, food, nutrition, the connections, the energies you allow in your life. And I don't typically read these cards in reverse, but I found it interesting that the Lady Nadia one did come out in reverse. So you're releasing something here, or someone. the heart awakening card came out in the reverse. Now the card says awaken to acceptance and divine love, give and receive in balance. But because it came out fully in the reverse, Sagittarius, I feel like you're going to stop giving to whomever, whatever this is, because again, you're a Nine of Pentacles energy. So you're not going to give in to temptation or continue to work here or continue to engage with this person once you make the decision to move on from them. That conscious consumer, yeah, whether this is dietary, nutrition, energy, news, information, connections, it just seems like you're going to be very careful about who or what you allow in moving forward. Call to action, you're taking charge, you're leading by example, and you're walking your talk. That's exactly what you're doing here. Again, you're triggering the Tower. Then you have cooperation instead of competition. So maybe for some of you, you're leaving a partner that kept you in competition. That's possible. Or you're seeking out friendships that are more cooperative in nature. So maybe you're breaking away from a frenemy or a kind of mean girls group, mean guys group type of thing. You have deservingness. You know what you deserve. We saw that with the Empress energy or the pre-Empress energy. And then again with the Emperor. And you have divine healing. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. So might be something you want to think about moving forward. Whatever changes you're making, whomever or whatever you're walking away, you might want to journal it during the month of February, because in the future you might want to share that story with others in the hopes of helping the collective. Let's get you a couple of Kipper cards. I'm going to get you some Kipper cards for those new opportunities too. Let's get you 2 cards here for the top row. The mature woman kind of came out upside down. I feel like that's signifying whomever, whatever, you're no longer investing in or giving to. In the second row, you have adjudication in the reverse. So again, if you're starting a divorce process, it's not finalized, but it is something you're beginning. For others of you, you're deciding to move on from a situation, environment, connection, or pattern that you feel is no longer fair or just to who you are or the person you're becoming. And that journey card, it's like you're starting on this new path, or you're initiating this new chapter in your life. You have main female sideways, and you have message. Yeah, again, it's like while you're in the middle of this chaos and conflict, or departing from whomever or whatever this is, or becoming acclimated to the changes you're making, there's that message and that opportunity. Can we get 2 Kipper cards here for this new opportunity or new soul? I mean, it is this new soulmate. We have the 2 of Cups card here. So whether it's professional, platonic, or romantic, someone new is entering your life and presenting you with this offer. So anything else we need to know? Oh, look at that. Change. And again, with the message card. So yeah, something here is changing your life over the course of the next 3 to 6 months. That's a timing card for me. 3 to 6 months when you receive this message or offer opportunity, I do think most of you are going to move forward with it. Occupation at the end of the day, maybe for some of you, this is work-related, distant horizons. It could be travel or relocation as well. That is what I have for you, Sagittarius. You're triggering an ending here, and what you don't see coming in the very near future, next 4 to 6 weeks, is a new opportunity. That is what I have for you for February 2026. If you like that message, resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. Thank you once again for being a time traveler. I do appreciate your support, and I hope that these messages help you with your journey. And so I read for you again. I am sending you light, love, and peace.